sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he's got this down to the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun steps away. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got some space here. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Off the option, here's Williams. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Throwing is Jackson. Out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Lions nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He picking his plays before I do. Oh! Oh, don't trip me out, baby.
Got 8 yards there.
Don't trip me out.
Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release.
All kind of passing interference. I ain't kicking this shit.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They go ahead and snap it. Gone.
All kind of passing interference. All kind of. All kind of passing interference.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the
good D, young man.
up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Again, Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Goff.
Easy, breezy, lemon, squeezy.
From 10 yards out, and the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You gonna do anything but run with Lamar? You gonna do anything different?
Receiver before the ball is snapped, but in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense Defense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Here's Jackson to throw. On the move to his left. And he checks this one down to Williams. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. From the 44, Jackson. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion up. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Flowers. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on second and long.
Give me that.
Jackson.
What?
Ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. We've hit the 2-minute
fuck
mark
out of
first
here,
half.
man.
All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studio.
Nothing.
They went backwards, back to the 33. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Now Jackson.
Come on.
Man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down.
Nothing.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Deshaun Hand showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. To try again after the sack. Jackson.
Oh, my God.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown from 21 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Jackson here is going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants in the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throw caught by Raymond. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And this is caught by Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously, they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the 50, it's Goff. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Goff. He's got his man.
Easy, breezy, lemon, squeezy.
Cullen Freeman there to make the grab. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You dumbass.
Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception,
dummy.
Would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that,
Just run the straight
you're exactly
line.
right with the math, but don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They go play action with Jackson.
Can I get a fumble?
Tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, hey, partner, in week 3 of the NFL, special teams was a big storyline. How about Justin Tucker? NFL record 66-yarders. Time expired. The Ravens beat the Lions. And then the Lions' former kicker, Matt Prater, now with the Cardinals, he tried a 68-yarder at the end of the first half. It came up short. And how about Jamal Agnew? A 109-yard return on the field goal miss. That tied an NFL record.
Yeah, tied a record set previously by Cordero Patterson and Antonio Cromartie. And let's face it, it can't be broken, right? You can't go any farther than 109 because 110 means you're over the end line. But Matt Prater, he held the NFL record at 64 yards before Tucker broke it in the ball game this week. And how about him trying that one? I mean, and then, of course, here comes the return because you got big guys on the field trying to block, and they can't tackle in the open field. I'll just leave it with this.
Can I get a fumble?
As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Back now at Ford Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
Oh my God!
Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Incomplete. That's Brown. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Tucker's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. The run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Open man is Raymond.
Stop clicking off.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now gone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down. They needed 4. He doubled down. He wound up getting 8. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from the 39 now, they'll come
Run.
Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he's got room. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Weak up the gut.
The length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll hand it off now. Williams trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. They run it again with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. with Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Jackson.
Oh!
It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. The 20. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Swift, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens 5-yard line.
One more time with Swift. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was their defense that led the way.
Good game. But you shouldn't lose to the Lions when you got the Ravens.
Offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
Let's look at the stats. Passer rating, crazy. Only 3 incompletions, 2 touchdown passes, no interceptions. Lamar fucking 84 yards, bitch ass. Sacks. Ooh, that last interception was big. That shit is so bogus. I've not played that many games. Let's play one more. Come on, I'm beating these guys, dude. This is when the game be glitching out crazy. Look at this shit. I'm not happy with this Meek Mill album, guys. I am not happy with it at all. Has so much great expectations.
I worry that I don't worry enough. Every week there's a new asteroid heading towards Earth, and here I am anxious about my hair. I worry that I don't worry about...
Come on, give me a game.
That is worrisome.
Give me a game.
But don't panic.
What's this? Atmosphere?
Anxiety, stress, the jitters. They're the boogeyman of our time. But
Oh yeah, I forgot it is fucking Halloween coming
your
up.
well-being. Don't believe me?
Everything on Netflix gonna be
Restlessness is
something
caused by stress
spooky.
and fear. That means heart-pounding thrillers can combat stress because they're designed to elicit a shock response. This releases hormones like adrenaline, cortisol, and norepinephrine, resulting in a mood boost.
Nobody wants to play against the Lions, man. Scared of the Lions.
Relieving tension and giving you a sense of well-being. Simple as that. So tell me, what gets your goosebumps going? A phone ringing? A shadow on the wall? Pitch black darkness? Horror and thrillers are good for your health.
Let's see if we got one.
Talk about a plot twist.
Oh,
I'll
the
be seeing
pack.
you very soon
The bill.
for our weekly session.
Alright, we got a game, ladies and gentlemen.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Buffalo Bills.
Let's see how we go. I'm out here whooping on people with the Lions.
Ready to get us going. And we are underway
He's
from
losing your
Ford Field.
son, so.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's hit him with the game plan.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's upended after a gain
I'm
of 2
streaming this game right
27.
now on
Only
YouTube.
a couple for him there on the game's
Pop83.
first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Oh, he
About
clicked
3
him
here
off.
as he's out to the 30.
Little hole.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Don't take off.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Everyone should be coming
Out of the gun, gone.
Let's go.
It's complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Unbelievable. I don't get it.
Goff. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
It's never a good thing.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's
Never
Jamal
a good
Williams.
sign.
They find some open
To the
field
house.
here.
Get off of me.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Swift.
You don't know how to do that.
He is into the end
You
zone.
can't pick your defense before seeing the personnel that's coming
DeAndre
out,
Swift.
man.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive.
I got my first shot yesterday, Mac.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Bills nothing. Weston Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Romeo Okwara in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Good pass.
Now this one was tight end out on the right side.
I'm over here pressing too many buttons. Oh, you want to dance?
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 82 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Doing too much.
Each team's had it. Each team
That's what
has
happens when you
scored.
do too
7-7
much. You
here
get
as the
caught
kicks
slipping.
away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it
Go
out.
back to the game plan.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Let's see something real quick.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's see how he defends this.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Goff.
Dots. That's what you call a dot.
It's Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Goff on 1st down.
Oh, where's the pass interference?
Behind him, incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Williams up the middle. Williams up
He's
the
going to
middle.
let this go.
I don't know.
Back of the end zone.
Touchy.
And that is caught.
Touchy.
Detroit. Tyrell Williams. 33 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the scrape.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
See if we can force a fumble.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Bills 7.
Second and 5 now. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. On play action, Allen.
Oh,
Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off,
touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 26 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. A shotgun snap for Goff. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit.
What?
Say there's nothing
Good linebacker. Cannot run.
and that was
something special there.
Can't
Boy,
run with him.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows
can't
and
run
movements.
with him.
Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Bills 14. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Dancing to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
To the air, Allen. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights. Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. His big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
Is that what you thought was
as
going
they'll
to
head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Is this dude's for real?
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. From midfield, here's Allen.
Ooh, come on, son.
A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Dots. Damian Dotson.
Williams brings it in.
Get dotted.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. To throw is Goff. And he's going to drop this off to Williams.
Easy, breezy, lemon squeezy. The quitting is coming. Don't quit, bro. Don't quit, bro. Don't quit.
The Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
You are being streamed live on YouTube. Pop83. Do not quit. It would be a bad look
And the
for
lead
you.
now up to 14.
I gotta tell you shit.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
It was just 14-14.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Singletary,
no!
First down and more. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Yo, this game is bull. Yo, this game is complete bullshit, yo.
On the final play of the first half, the prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth.
The
Well,
Madden
it's not
gods
fun
is
for the
on your
defensive
side, bro.
coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
You're going to keep going deep passes.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Oh, look at you. You think because you got that one run,
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you
Give me that. What are you doing?
It's intercepted.
What are you doing?
Jeff Okuda.
What are you doing?
This time will go out to the 42-yard line.
What are they
That was going
doing?
to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game.
Yes,
I
it
would say
was.
keep feeding the horse.
Yes, it
And
was.
eventual rewards
So I
them,
need to run
especially when we
some
get deeper in the game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Swift. And down inside the 15 he goes. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
First down.
Brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Realize that I'm doing everything
so
right.
now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. Williams. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jamal Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the
It should
Lions
be
use
14-35
advantage as they cash in for 6.
And now he got 21 points.
Extra point by Cyber, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Yo, Phil, you turned in? I see an extra view.
Following the touchdown, here's Cyber now to kick it off.
I think it's you, Brad.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie.
Drop a light.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So, Charles, we are 3 weeks now into the regular season, and we're left with 5 unbeaten teams. Raiders and Broncos in the AFC, over in the NFC, Panthers, Cards, and Rams, all at 3-0. Maybe not the 5 that we would have predicted when the season started, but of that group, who stands out to you?
Well, I'm going to say absolutely all of them. All right, sounds like I'm sitting on the fence, but I'm going to tell you why. Because quarterbacking, always what you're looking at when a team gets off to a hot start, and quarterbacking has been a key for every one of those teams. But I think there's been an addition to each and every one of them. With the Raiders,
he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Get your ass over
Levi Onwuzurike able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Back to the game plan.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Allen buying time to his left. Going deep for Diggs.
Oh, what an interception.
Picked off at the 16.
Hey.
You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Get rid of it.
Saw the result.
Oh,
and now this is intercepted.
Y'all gave me chill, man.
Picked off by Jordan Poole. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
How they not letting people get past?
CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough.
Give me that. User. Perfect. Oh, look at the block.
Take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Thanks for hitting the light, man. I appreciate it.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
This might be the one, y'all. Let's see how he plays triangle.
Here's Gong. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on 3rd, Gong.
Yo, this game, this dude really be cheating with that shit. But I'm going to score anyway. I'm a
forward touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6.
Yeah, I'm fun with this one, partner.
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving him up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
You got the team 50 club.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been.
If you hit the subscribe, hit the follow.
There at the 24.
I'll just run the clock out. I want OD.
The
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Allen going to give this one to Singletary.
Holding.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got it out.
Yo, he's just wasting his energy, bro.
And down to the 20.
Except
John Feliciano, the guard, the guilty party there. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
it's a running play.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You're going to see this and you're going to think you could throw against it, but you can't. So no.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen.
There you go.
They'll go right back to Beasley. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw.
Oh, thank you, man.
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Come on, man.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Hawkinson for the touchdown. Jelani's favorite fantasy player. It is kind of a small field right now, actually. It's going to be kind of tough, but I'm going to throw it anyway.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Cover 3, actually.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
Yeah, I know that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
What are we doing, brother? What are you looking for here? You don't have many options. Just throw the ball. Just throw the ball. I have a triangle. Let's rewind the tape. Let's rewind the tape.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
I'm never going to accept it. I'm going to decline. Yes, triangle was wide open. Definitely was wide open. I was set on throwing it to Hawkinson. Come on, Finn. What are you doing? They're gonna kick you anyway. Just quit. Just concede the game. Oh no, none of that happening. Oh boy, he's gonna do this dumb shit. He's gonna keep letting the penalties go. And then they're gonna kick him anyway. I forgot what it's called. When you keep doing that shit. When you purposely let penalties pile up.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Victory, but instead he want to be a jerk. I should order some breakfast. I don't know how these dudes be losing to the Lions. Like, I have no weapons whatsoever. My defense is horrible. Well, the players are horrible. I do great things with them. There we go. Excessive grieving. Alright, man. I'm going to log off. I'll be back on later. Thanks for tuning in.